I'm Mike.
And I'm Jason.
We're going to be talking about the District 9 Blu-ray.
Which is somewhere here.
We all love this movie. Like, agree?
Yeah,
We
definitely.
think it's...
I love it.
I loved it so much that they didn't have any regular editions of the Blu-ray HMV, so I bought the $6 version. Well, $6 more. It comes with this vest, and I'm not really sure what to do with it, so while watching District 9, I put it on, and I actually fractured my collarbone.
You could put it on a small dog.
And fracture its ribs.
Just shit.
Give my vest back. Ah.
So Charlton Copley is amazing in this. He blew my mind at the beginning.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, at the beginning I was like, oh, this guy's kind of annoying. He's all like
Yeah.
nervous but excited.
I hope
and
this
was
guy's
like,
not the main character.
Yeah, and then by the end of it, he goes through this amazing transformation that you're just like, wow, this guy is a warrior.
He totally wins you over, and then when we watch the movie again, you like him even more at the beginning.
It's spectacular. I don't know how he did it.
And the new idea is fucking alien movies. Every alien movie, they come, they invade, they conquer. This one, if you haven't seen it, they come, that's it, they just stay.
They come to Johannesburg, which is in South Africa.
And they don't actually leave the spaceship, they just sit there. The humans go up there with their helicopters and they actually cut through the UFO, I guess you can call it.
And this is after a long time of the aliens being there.
They go in there and they're not hostile, they're sick.
They're all malnourished, they've all been in this enclosed space, I'm sure there's tons of diseases.
There's like poo and pee all over the place. They just can't take care of themselves. Their species, they need leadership or else they just, basically they're bums. District 9 turns into a slum for the aliens.
Let's make it very clear that this movie wouldn't be made possible without the video game Halo.
That's
I know
right.
it sounds ridiculous, but so you got Peter Jackson made Lord of the Rings. He went on to be famous and rich and all that shit, and Microsoft said, I want to make a Halo movie, and he said, great, let's do it. So unfortunately, the budget for Halo movie was like $200 million. They said, we don't want to put that much money into this. I think they were in pre-production at the time, so they already made all of these weapons, all of these gadgets. They cancel the Halo movie. Peter Jackson says, I'm not doing this. $40,000 worth of production sitting there, meaning they have set designs and certain guns that are already made. They hire Neil to come on with his own idea, which is District 9.
But when you watch it, you can tell.
Yeah, like the weapons.
One of the assault rifles looks exactly
like the assault rifle in Halo, and
yeah.
you could find that out by watching the special features in here, which is great. There's several mini documentaries. The menus are really gorgeous, and when you pop in the disc, you can pick the human menu or the alien menu, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
The first thing that comes to mind when I think of the Blu-ray is you get this overall view of District 9, and you have all of points of interest that you can click on. It's like Christopher's shack. You can click on it, and what happens is you get a little video that pops up that shows some of the things in the shack, or even some of the weapons will appear in 3D, and it'll spin and show you details on the weapons that you would never know. Another cool thing about that is you can go to MNU headquarters, and you can also search the labs.
You can even find details about the little hovering device that Christopher has in his shack.
Yeah,
his son was playing with.
Which is crazy.
The part that I really enjoyed was the special effects makeup. They talked about how they made the transformation of the main character Vicus.
It was so cool. He had to be in the makeup chair for hours.
For hours. First it started off as just, you know, they started to make him tired and things like that. And then from that, like they started from one piece here, another piece, and then a chest piece.
After they shot that one single scene, had to go back to the chair, and they have to reuse that appliance, meaning that they have to take it off with care. This guy went through hell.
The good thing though, in his performance, he had to play tired, but he didn't really have to act that much because he was actually tired.
So some of the other things on the disc is definitely, you get a commentary by the director. It's amazing to listen to. The visual effects of District 9. So how did they put that ship in the sky, and how did they cause those amazing explosions that come out of the guns? You mentioned this before. It really looks like it's inspired by the video game Half-Life.
They even show how they made that mech warrior machine, and you wouldn't believe how they made it. They actually just had him acting out the parts, and they comped it in later, which is like a backwards of doing something, and I just can't believe they did it that way, but they had a low budget. Like every alien is comped in, and they had to like do a shaky cam. That's a pain in the ass to do.
Sure.
It's a pain in the ass.
And there was one actor that played a lot of the prawns or the aliens in it.
Most of the time, they didn't even use his movements. They kind of just made it up from scratch. It was really for the actors, for something to look at. So this Blu-ray disc is great. If you are starting your own Blu-ray library, this is a must-own.
You don't need to pay the $6
You don't
for
need
this,
to get the best.
But I mean, he had to. What are you gonna do?
They didn't have the regular one.
And I would definitely give this a 9.
I give this a 9.5. I think that this lives up to Blu-ray type of material. It fits in right with The Watchmen and Star Trek.
I give this Blu-ray a perfect 10. It's everything that I want from a Blu-ray disc. And I think you should buy it right now.
Yeah.
3kb.ca.
In closing, I think this is an amazing Blu-ray. It's a must-own, like he said. I love the prawn, Christopher.
And we're looking forward to the sequel, District 10.
Or
I'm sure
prequel.
I'm sure there's going to be another one. And I think
know
the next
you're
one should be
excited.
Cat turning into a male.
Interesting. How would that be?
Now I just want to address the allegations that I did not touch any prawns. I did not rape them like Victus did in the movie. I don't find them attractive, but I do like slime on my face.